that you often see. Start off by whisking 2 egg whites in a bowl. To that, add 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. I like to give that a little bit of a whisk. Pinch of salt. Then just stir in 8 ounces of sweetened shredded coconut. So far, it's a pretty straight up classic recipe, right? You could form these into little mounds or little mini cups that we filled with chocolate Easter eggs. But today, I am going to make them tiny and sandwich cookies. So I use, just so they're relatively about the same size, a teaspoon measure onto your baking sheet, and then just flatten them out a little bit into rounds, about a heaping teaspoon. If you have a very tiny ice cream scoop, you could use that. You do want them to be relatively the same size because you're making them into sandwich cookies, so you don't want them all wonky and different sizes. They don't spread very much, so you can fit plenty onto a baking sheet as well. You're going to want to flatten these out with a fork. I mean, you can really use the back of your spoon if you want to, and then you can also use that opportunity to shape them into neater rounds. Have your oven preheating to 350 degrees for these guys. That's it for the cookie portion of this recipe. Just get them into the oven and bake them until they're just golden around the edges. That'll take about 13 to 15 minutes. These little guys are golden around the edges, and they're just a little bit chewy in the center, which is exactly what you're looking for in a macaroon. And you can sandwich them with whatever kind of jam you like. Today I have apricot and raspberry, so maybe I'll do a couple of each. You really only need about a half a teaspoon of jam because they're so tiny. Place it just in the center, give it a little spread, and then top with a second cookie. Aren't those adorable? I love them, they're so cute. You know, I'm a huge fan of macaroons, but they can be, you know, a lot to eat a whole one, I think. But these are the perfect amount. They're just a couple of bites, they're elegant, and the sweetness of them is offset by the tang that's in the jam. So I think it's all around a great idea. And if you wanted to, you could also put chocolate in here, if you're a chocolate fan. And chocolate macaroons are a holiday favorite. Isn't that simple and so adorable? I love these little tiny macaroon sandwiches, and I think you will too. Give them a try. If you like recipes like this and you want more, make sure to click like and subscribe because we have plenty more where this came from.